there, first grade. How's everybody doing today? And welcome back to another remote learning math lesson with Mr. Enzi, who is joined today by my little Lego corgi. This is my little Lego corgi. He is going to join us for some math today. So today we are going to be doing our open response for Unit 7. And this is going to tie in with our What's My Rule that we've been practicing. So for today's lesson, you are going to need your What's My Rule math mat placed inside your sheet protector because Mr. Enzi is ready to shrink myself into the corner. Today, we are going to be doing Grade 1, Lesson 7.9, the open response, and it's called Desks and Chairs. And you are going to need your What's My Rule math mat placed inside your sheet protector, and you will also need your math journal. And that would be Volume 2, your newer journal. And we're going to be going to page 150 in a little bit. We're going to start off with our What's My Rule math mat. So you might remember that we call this a function machine. Something comes in, something happens, and something different comes out. And our function is like our rule. What is going to happen to the number that goes in? So let's try and practice a problem here. Let's write down some numbers. My first number that goes in is the number 2. And out pops the number 5. In goes the number 4. Out pops the number 7. In goes the number 5. Out pops the number 8. I wonder what our rule is for this problem. Well, we know that our number is getting bigger when it comes out. So that means we are adding. But what are we adding? If we start at 2 and out pops 5, 2 in the rock, 3, 4, 5. How many did I add? I added 3. Let's see. I like to write the rule right in the middle real small. Plus 3. 2 plus 3 equals 5. You can almost see that number model. 2 plus 3, which is the rule, equals 5. In, out. Start, change, end. Similar. What about 4? I start at 4 and out pops 7. 4 in the rock, 5, 6, 7. There it is, 3 again. Plus 3. 4 plus 3 equals 7. Now I start with 5. 5 in the rock, 8 comes out, 6, 7, 8. 3 more again. Plus 3. 5 plus 3 equals 8. So my rule for this function machine is plus 3. I want you to use the rule to see if you can finish this machine here. What happens when the number 7 goes in? What number comes out? What happens when the number 10 goes in? What number comes out? And for the last one, I want you to make up your own. What number are you going to start with? And then what number comes out once you use the rule? Go ahead and complete this what's my rule problem. When you're done, go ahead and hit that play button. We'll see if we got the same answers. Let's see how you did. If 7 goes in and the rule is plus 3, 7 plus 3 equals 10. If 10 goes in and the rule is plus 3, 10 plus 3 equals 13. And then you had to make up your own, and I like to challenge myself. I started with 20. 20 plus 3 is 23. Wow! This is a what's my rule problem. Go ahead and clear off your sheet protector. Let's try another one. This time it's going to be a little different, and you'll see why. All right, let's start with our new number. This number, the number 7 is going to go in. And the number 2 comes out. And the number 9 goes in. But the number 4 comes out. And then the number 10 goes in. And the number 5 comes out. I wonder what our rule is. Now this time we want to look to see our number is getting smaller when it comes out of our function machine. It starts with 7 and out pops a 2. It starts at 9 and out pops 4. It starts at 10 and out pops 5. So our rule is not adding. This time our rule is subtract. Did you figure out the rule yet? If I start at 7 and I have to count back to 2, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. I counted back 5 numbers. Could my rule be minus 5? Well, we have to keep checking. Start at 9, count back until I get to 4. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. I counted back 5 again. Oh, I think I know what my rule is, but I'm going to keep trying. Start at 10, count back 5, or land at 5, and I'm going to start at the 10 in the rock. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. I counted back 5 again. So we now know what our rule is. Our rule is minus 5. See if you can solve these. What happens if I start with 12? What number comes out? What if I start with 15? What number comes out? And for the last one, you can make up your own and then use minus 5 as your rule to find the number that comes out. Go ahead and press pause while you finish this problem. Then tap on play to see if you got the right answers. Let's see how you did. 12 minus 5 is 7. 15 minus 5 is 10. And then you get to make up your own for the last one. I like to challenge myself. I put 30 in the inbox. 30 minus 5, and out popped 25. Wow! Awesome job practicing our What's My Rule. We're going to be moving into our math journal, and we are going to work on Math Journal, page 1, 150. So you are going to need to find your Volume 2 Math Journal and then look for page 150. Once you are there, you're going to notice that we have some more function machines. Another What's My Rule practice problem. This time it's a little different. We know what the rule is. The rule is +5. But we have to fill in the missing numbers. Now I want to tell you what a mathematician does. A mathematician writes the rule on this little line that goes down the middle. And they write it real small. Let me show you how I do it. I like to write +5 real small, because that's my rule. That's the change that's taking place. And I write it on every one. And now all I have to do is in my math journal, I'm able to solve the problems to come up with my out numbers. Go ahead and press pause while you finish problem number 1. When you're done, press play. We'll see if you got the right answer. Well, let's see. 1 + 5 = 6. 6 + 5 = 11. 3 + 5 = 8. 10 + 5 = 15. Awesome job. Did you get them all right? Now here's another type of a function problem. It's at the bottom of the same page. Problem number 2. This is a little different. We have all the in numbers and all the out numbers, but we don't have the rule. I wonder what our rule is. We start with the number 8 and out comes a 5. 11 goes in and out comes 8. 5 goes in and out comes 2. And 9 goes in and out comes a 6. Are the out numbers getting bigger or smaller? Well, the out numbers are getting smaller. It starts with 8 and then out pops a 5. That means we are subtracting. I wonder what we have to subtract. 8 minus what number will get me to 5? 8, 7, 6, 5. How many did I have to count back? I counted back 3. 8 minus 3 = 5. I wonder if the rule works for 11 and 8. 11, 10, 9, 8. I counted back 3 again. 5 and 2. 5 in the rock. I count back 4, 3, 2. I counted back 3 times again. 9, and I have to stop when I get to 6. 8, 7, 6. Again, I counted back 3. So our rule is -3. Awesome job. You can close your math journal. I want to show you your assignment today. Today you're going to be doing the math open response. Remember that an open response means there's lots of ways to go about solving the problem. And I want to remind you that you can score differently on an open response. If you don't even try to solve the problem, you score a 0. In first grade, everybody tries because we're all such great mathematicians. Then you can score a 1 if you tried to solve a problem, but it wasn't correct. You can score a 2 if most of your answer is correct, but your explanation is hard to follow. I like to say it's fuzzy. And then you can get a 3. Your answer is correct, and your explanation is awesome. Here is today's problem that you will find in Seesaw. It's called desks and chairs. Use pattern blocks to help you fill in the table. Well, here's our table. Desks and chairs. It's a lot like our in and out box, isn't it? We have an in number and an out number. And here's how it works. When you use some desks, you have to surround it with chairs. And it has to follow this. I'm going to show you 3 desks. 1, 2, 3. And I put the desks up against my wall. But now you can see in the example, I have to put chairs around all of my sides. So here we go. I'm going to put a chair here. I'm going to put a chair here, 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 and then I'm going to put a chair here. Notice I put it on all of the sides. Now I didn't put them on this side because I'm up against a wall, right? So there's no seats on the other side. It's a wall. So let's see. We have 3 desks. 1, 2, 3. And we have 5 chairs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now we want to see what happens if I have 4 desks. So now I'm going to add another desk. Here's another desk. I might have to add, let me see if I have to add another chair. I'm going to have to add a chair down here now. So how many chairs did I use when I had 4 desks? Well, this time I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 chairs. And then what happens when I have 5 desks? So now I'm going to do it again. I'm going to add another desk. And then I'm going to add in my chairs. How many chairs do I have? Then I'm going to have 6 desks. And then 7 desks. And you're going to figure out how many chairs there are. Now, look at this question that comes next. Write a rule for your table. And write how you found and checked your rule. So, your rule is going to go with your desks and chairs table. What rule can you come up with? And then you're going to write, you might want to write some number models for how you found the rule. And then the last question is, how many chairs will Luca need for 18 desks? You don't have to use your pattern blocks for that. If you know what your rule is, you'll be able to figure out how many chairs you need. But I say no more. All right, first grade. Go ahead and try the desks and chairs open response. I can't wait to see how smart you are.